Excellent. Well, thank you all very much for returning to another session of the World of Kra. I am your humble dungeon master, Leo Fabry, as always. Last time we went anti-clockwise. I didn't like it. We won't be doing it again. Yeah. We'll be going clockwise from here until the end of time.
I'm Yogi, and I play Malchus the Warlock.
I am Paul Elizabeth Pye, and I play Evanora the Sorcerer.
I mean, if Biscuit's still free.
Welcome, Biscuit.
Hi, I'm Biscuit. I'm Matt, and I'm playing Garm, the free orc.
Hello, I'm Chloe, and I'll be playing Rowan, who is a cabin by the way.
And unfortunately, once again, we are down a Joe, but hopefully when we return in 3 weeks, we will be having a full team once again.
We're all level 20, we need busy lives.
Yeah, we're all very busy people.
Life in.
But
Busy money.
last time, on the World of Kra, our party returned to Birstall and turned the bounty that they had completed once again. After getting your pay, you all went on a little shopping trip throughout the city, bought some items for yourselves or one another, and then rest in the cafe known as a Lark. You had a bit of a chat and decided what your next plans of action were for the upcoming week. All rides at a steady pace. You then went to fill the chariots with a few drinks and decided to summon a demon in the back garden. It was very quickly dispatched of. And the head was given to Flint so that he can build a new gun. We return exactly where we left off, with you all sitting around the table here in the silver chariot as the sun begins to set in the south, as it always does. You may do with the evening and you see.
Money that I get.
I believe it's
2,500.
2,500 gold, which equals out to
Each?
yeah. So the bounty was originally for 10,000, which was not put on the notice.
So we weaseled our way into getting paid.
Indeed, yes. And Flint immediately spent that entire paycheck in one go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did.
It's good butter. It's going to be very expensive here.
I'm not seeing any cows around here. Have you?
No. Out of this.
What's our cheese? What's our cheese?
It's just,
Where did it come from?
they don't keep livestock in the city, so it's all brought in from other places around.
That's not the thing for that.
Honestly, a lot of cheese actually comes from Saris. Saris.
Oh, obviously.
The northeastern, out of the way Dragonborn society.
Oh, the country in the corner of Dragon Cheese. My day, corn cheese.
Purple cheese, yeah. But no, yeah, a lot of cheese does come from. Yeah. The evening is yours. It is the 7th night of trading light 6,742 Dragonborn society. Yeah, the evening is yours. You do it as you see fit.
The barkeeper's
Narrative.
Meredith, do you have any of that dragon cheese? Oh, thinking about it, so I'm quite
I mean, if you want a cheese butter, we can have one made up for you.
precisely from.
Brasaris, yes. One from Brasaris.
I know that answer.
Of course.
Is it Cameron?
There is some camembert. There is some brie. Camembert.
Camembert.
No, it would be Greece.
Camembert. Dragon Ball.
There is camembert. There is brie.
That's the brand of Dragonborn cheese.
After about 10 minutes or so, quite a large cheese platter is brought out for you. breaks and like go with the cheese ball. I'm not really a big cheese person, so I like cheddar. Okay, I like cheddar and mozzarella.
Don't get me
and
wrong.
Bounty.
Don't get me wrong. Above the absolutely. But in it,
Okay, lovely cheese board.
No, it's consumer back.
Yeah.
So, if we look back
I'm not really.
at our to-do list, and then I think there was other stuff to put on it, which I can't remember.
don't get me wrong.
We've got Mount Pirate, the Necromancer in the basement, Hella's Tower after the system of Twin of Iron have returned, delivery of black
It's good
powder,
cheese. It's very good. It's strong. Yeah. Of wine to wash it down.
isn't the delivery of black powder tomorrow?
Not for 2 days.
Just because you two ate the cheese, make a nature check for me. Oh, okay.
10.
10. 10 might give you some information.
That's not 20 on
Chair.
Dragon burn cheek.
Just
Expert.
because I want to know, what is that for? What is the total of that? That's that 20 plus your nature.
21.
Okay, 21. A 10 doesn't get you too much information. I'm not exactly sure what this is. This is elephant cheese. This is a rare delicacy from Brasaris, which is elephant.
Guys, this is the good shit. This is the good shit.
It's strong,
Not
it's
good.
heavy, and it's very nice. You take a palm full of the elephant cheese.
Very expensive.
It's complimenting it.
Holy nigga, I don't have much of ours.
I need quite a high protein intake.
Trying to reach it from that.
Flint takes a look at the cheese, but thinks it's best for him to not touch it, otherwise it'll just melt.
Fondue?
Away. It will become fondue.
Let me put a ball on your head, Flint.
He'll be in fun.
I think
I think
I've got,
like quite a high protein
I've got some things to deal with, so I think I'll catch up with you all later.
Rowan
Fondue
grabs
next
a
time.
cube and a little cocktail stick and puts it on and just.
Roasts it over.
Only
Flint's
might be able to
head.
let it drip on his head.
Yeah. It's good. It's really good.
That's tasty.
Okay, Flint, if you're going to disappear,
I'll be in the workshop.
could you take Nebula to the library first?
In the mansion or in the public library? Because they did say they wanted to go to the... There was nothing wrong with my library, nothing wrong with the library.
Either library. This again, Nebula.
They should have similar.
There might not be certain volumes or articles that even this great library of Kira may have.
Not okay, might be the best one to start with, and then you can always.
That's something more particular.
And set them up, set them up. Let's go to the so-so library first, and then go to the more substantial library second.
Seems like a good idea to me.
Even this great library.
Flint, at this moment in time,
Cheese!
backing away towards the door, demon head in hand.
Flint, you go to the library before you deal with the demon.
Okay. Flint and Nebula leave, go to the library, leaving you all. And like here, some backing away.
Are they going to catch up to them, or is it not at start time? They're going to
It is,
go
yes.
first.
I mean, if we're going to talk to it, maybe a good time to go during. And there you go.
And Nebula library.
He did have a spooky vibe.
See. Just for you don't know. You've heard their name.
They had a spooky vibe.
They is
They might
absolutely
appreciate our company more in their own sort of.
a nighttime stroll.
And it's the closest thing that we want to do to us right now. Rolling over and have a wee chat before we head to bed.
Yeah, the choice is yours.
I make it sound so simple, by the way. It's actually fucking terrible.
Midnight walk. Midnight walk.
It's not quite midnight yet. It's maybe like
It's evening
it's like
walk.
10. It's like 10. 10 p.m.
But we have a muffle ship.
Managed to. Yes.
Simon, yeah.
Yes, you are, Simon. Yes, you are.
I'm the muscle.
Simon and Simon fly.
Simon can fly. He does have wings, but he will absolutely enjoy the shoulder ride from
His
Garm.
big B is over here. He attacks stances up here. His defense is in my quiver.
So yeah, you all leave the silver chariot and take a late night walk. Simon can fly. He does
In our downtime, I would have done my right, getting my spell slot back.
Okay.
Was that you did a short ride?
A short rest is absolutely yeah.
When we came last time, we spoke to that person with the research on database.
Zero.
They'll have loads of time since we last met. They'd ask for an update.
Yes.
I know we spelled.
Yeah, well,
I'm pretty sure you get some awesome points back on the short
I've
rest.
just done a short rest. Oh, what's it? Short rest.
Recover hit points and certain
I don't think feedback because short rest gives me a spell slot.
But anyway, because you're a wall.
Oh, okay, right. You get it, boys. I've just done a short rest. Oh, what's it? We'll just talk about the size of it. Mine's quite a little bigger than
mine.
I like the size of the thing.
Enough. Enough.
You call that a dice?
Okay, we can all put our dice away.
There's such a thing as too big. Size isn't everything, but it helps.
So, you all take a late night walk to the main, heading up the grand strip from the silver chariot. You all see several of the large by the guardians rolling up and down the city, occasionally scanning as they pass by. And eventually you find yourselves at the large stairs leading up to the heavy ivory door. From the silver chariot, you all see there to see the doors to the big house.
Can I look around for any back entrances, things on the floor that look like they come up,
There is
stuff like that?
There is still a window several stories up, mashed from the inside by an invisible force. Yeah, certainly. Make a perception check for me to see if you can find some other entrances.
19.
19, absolutely, yeah. With 19, you see the smashed window, which you are certain that Simon jumped out at one point, which I think was 8 stories up. It was high. It was high. It was a lot. Yeah, it's a tough one. As for any other entrances into the Mage's Palace from this current even with the 19.
I think you need a lot of
You do need thieves.
I'm going to bend down and have a word with Simon and go back up. First of all, I'll give him a little slap and go. It's like, right, go up there, go back inside, and if you can, come down and let us in.
Okay.
Okay.
Simon.
I'm going to bend down and have a word with him. At which point, I'm going to hold on to guard, and my eyes are just going to go black, and I look through Simon's eyes.
Yeah, cool. As you shift your perspective to look through Simon's eyes, you see him flying upside the outside of the Mage's Palace, enter into the window that you smashed out of into Penelope. Penelope is as you like to go, and is very she probably doesn't work. So makes his way over to the elevator, pushes the button, lift slowly rises. So pushes the button.
Missing balconies.
The doors open back up to the main reception area, and maybe about this whole process taking about 10 minutes. These large, heavy ivory doors of the Mage's Palace. Now the doors open.
I'm going to
very large
get Simon, pat him on the head, and give him a lump of Bella for cheese.
Oh.
Okay, back on guard. Let's go.
The door to the Mage's Palace open. You can step inside the reception area. But you've yet been into the Mage's Palace, haven't you? Yeah. So this large, 10-story palace made of ivory and obsidian. Let's enter into the main reception area. There is just a large curved ivory desk and standing inside it is a golden hello, visitors to the Mage's Palace. Is there something I can help you with?
Just come for a visit. I believe Miss Songhart is expecting us. Or just probably to say hello.
Penelope Songhart is not currently in the Mage's Palace.
Oh, goodness, it's quite late. I understand.
Sorry.
They just pop their head to the side as they see Garn. Unrecognized. Fake name and intention.
Shopping.
Understood. I am the teller. They just nod their metallic head towards you. Their eyes are like lenses in a way, and they seem to like close and then reopen, like taking a picture of you in a way.
Garn's eyes are shut as the picture's taken.
Tell you, darling. I was at the palace, doors to the palace. Never closed.
There is a meeting taking place. Top floor. Close and then reopen. Not all council members are in session.
Which council members are in session?
Notes to remember who's who.
I was at the palace, doors to the palace.
Once, only moment for him.
Top floor.
No.
Not all council members are.
While he's looking up that information, Garn is trying to roll his eyes up to see if he can see Simon's eye.
He's invisible, so you can't see him at all.
No, but I know what he did.
I'm trying to kind of like match Teddy with like trying to think who could be.
Rasmus is in session. The Shaman is in session. Pirate is in session. And Fayrina is in session.
Ganassi and the people in the name.
I whisper to the group.
Wow.
It might be useful that you start that whisper.
I've got some things that might help with the eavesdropping. I have a voice.
Tell.
10 minutes goes up to 1 mile.
Yeah.
Concentration for 10 minutes. Prepare an invisible sensor within rounds in a location familiar to, I don't know, familiar to me, I wouldn't know. I have a voice.
Are you familiar with other people though?
I'm probably familiar with at least one of them.
Familiar with some of them, but I don't think I've actually met any of the other people mentioned. If Penelope was there, then absolutely, very good friends. And whilst you are looking for Limina and she is not in session, might still be here in
be familiar with Lebanon. Is Lebanon in the past?
Some of them, but I don't. She is in the basement.
Perfect. 5-7.
Again, the teller just clocks their head as you as they say the combination for the basement. And they don't say anything. It's just the head turns to the side like you shouldn't know that.
There's a lot of things I shouldn't know, darling.
They don't say it.
But that's fair.
It's just the look. Yeah, that insight.
Yeah.
That high
Oh, yeah.
insight.
Very high
Even
insight.
from the metallic face of the teller, you can still read what they are trying to say.
He's dead where he around where he goes.
It's just a knowing look back to it.
Yeah. There was 100% a knowing look.
We'll be on our way to go in her office before she gets back. Told us that.
Very well.
Bye, we're off to see the blue.
Thank you. You all step into the lift.
Ready?
Oh, you have a
I've not done this yet.
I'm so really like small space.
So, Guy, you see the light at the top. Could you just cover it with your hands for a second? And as he does, and it goes dim in the lift, I suddenly disappear.
Okay.
I can turn myself invisible under any dim lights.
when you get
One with the show.
when you lit again, does it stop it?
If there is light, Valkus will return. But if there is shadow, you can remain in the shadow and are basically invisible. As long as you don't move. I'm fairly certain that's what it's there for.
You want it to hold it too long.
No, what's in an area of dim little darkness? You can cast invisibility on yourself without expending spell.
There is shadow. You hold a hand over the very bright white light in the elevator. Valkus just vanishes.
I couldn't mess that with my clear pick, so I'm constantly timid.
I'm invisible, Simon's invisible. I'm trying to move a little bit more into your space because I think it's
Simon as well pushed up against the lift like.
Are we all ready?
Who pushes the button?
Bing, bing.
And you press buttons number 5 and 7 at the same time. And then it begins to move, but it doesn't move down. It moves very rapidly to the right while spinning at the same time and then stops and then plummets at a very fast
More Valkyries than Simon.
Then
do another 6.
Sure.
Oh,
Just a little bit.
No, just stand quite still and nonchalant.
Yeah, nonchalantly, you're used to this at this point as the elevator goes full Willy Wonka, starts spinning in all directions, and then
Everybody's in chaos
I'm like
behind me.
break the ceiling.
yeah.
It's just chaos swelling behind me.
And then
I'm just holding on to like.
the little leg stops,
Turn on the Buffy.
and the doors open. And as the doors open, a familiar sight to you, unfamiliar fog, which you see rolls into the lift. Far off in there, maybe about 120, 200 feet away, you see this possibly large wall. And then kneeling in front of it is a figure.
When I cast Great Invisibility,
Yeah, you want to turn
for the
yourself
lift
invisible as
over.
well?
For the lift over.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just you two.
It's just you two visible in the lift.
Where are they gone?
It's the doors.
What did I do here, Garnet?
As the lift opens, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I'm being carried out.
I'm gonna get my row of
Many eyes.
many eyes.
Nice.
We'll see that.
You can now see.
So I can vaguely see you guys now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they are just here.
Because Great Invisibility is trying to do that. Would I have just touched another person as well, or was it just me?
It depends on what level you cast it.
Oh,
If you upcast it, then you
It
can
was
cast it.
4th level, but it just says
see it.
if you actually touch how the invisible position.
Yeah, that's you. If you cast it at 5th level, then you can cast it on
I see.
between wand, greater invisibility only lasts a minute. Whereas regular invisibility lasts much longer.
Is there anywhere we can kind of like how in the fleet?
You are still in the lift.
In the lift.
Yeah, the room stretches out in front of you with a large chamber. The ceiling goes up very high. It doesn't appear that there is anywhere in the room that you could hide behind. It's just an empty, blank room, apart from the figure on the floor in the middle and the green glass wall.
You can hide behind me.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm invisible but behind Garn. So
I'm just gonna like throw in and go. Say hi.
Hi.
I'm going to slightly move forward, and I do a quick reset.
Absolutely, you can make
And
sense.
because my room,
Come on.
so it's 21.
One. Yeah. Is there anything that you're trying to figure out the room for?
So because I take a step forward, I'm also looking further than my side preference would in case it kind of goes back again, if that makes any sense.
Oh, yes.
wow.
Still here.
Wow.
This is from home.
And it was this planned.
This was planned. But again, where do you think the Monday crew were?
So the room can see in all directions. I have dark vision
There
up
we
to
go.
120
That's
feet.
the route.
Wow.
Except not with the circles.
220 feet. Invisible creatures and objects, and the ethereal. I'm checking the things that you will
Yeah.
and into the room that I would not naturally.
There are no invisible presences that step out into the room. There is nothing on the ethereal plane that you can sense. As you look at the glass, far at the other end of the room, there is just an odd shape in the glass. There are no invisible.
Like it's another room.
As if it is another room. Yeah. It is spine, rib cage, and a skull. Frankly, yes. It is, yeah, a spine, rib cage, skull, just floating there in the glass, being surrounded by this. And the mist moves in and out of the rib cage and the skull. Does see what's there in that would be a history. History or religion? Your turn.
I'm rubbish at religion. I think I'm good at history. Oh, hold on, no, 23.
23, we'll come back to that.
I've got 18.
Okay, very impressive. Boy, with an 18, you've heard tales from Firstborn that they use an unconventional power source. Because you lived here for so long, you know exactly what this is. This is the power source for Firstborn. This is Helen, the old goddess death. A soul resides within the glass, and the mages use her as a house. Because you live here, you know exactly what this is.
I'm gonna say this.
The power
A little bit on ethics.
This is Helen.
Use something as a power source.
I mean, everything.
Soul
Oh,
resides within the glass.
it's not right.
Is this a conversation that is happening in the room?
But
Just a little whisper.
can I see it? You're like, it's individual. So I actually don't know this.
If Rowan points it out,
I like kind of whisper what's happening and sort of point the individual attacks you.
And then we can kind of like, I just,
is this a conversation?
yeah. Because they're using this goddess.
Just a little whisper.
Can I see it? You're like, it's individual. So I actually don't know this.
I found that she can be quite spoiled.
the figure kneeling before the glass, and three of you have seen this figure once before. As they stand, the bones creep out at an impossibly long length as they stand to their full size of 12 feet.
I'm ahead of referee. You know, it's not for a minute.
They stand, the bones creep out at an impossibly long length. As they stand to their full size.
Well, I'm ahead of referee. You know, it's not for a minute.
No need to hide. I'll just drop the invisibility. Yeah.
I mean, we're definitely not bad.
Curiosity.
That's why we're not.
Well, I have no intention of hurting anyone. The hood is pulled back from her face. See, elven woman, but half of her face is just rotted away. She just looks at you. I am given a try. Jailer for the goddess.
Jailer? Here's an entire
Then warden protector. I ensure that her soul.
those words have to.
Given a try.
And a very powerful one that bind.
Well, I just make sure that she can never leave.
And why can't she ever leave? I mean, other than no power
Being
for
the
the
goddess
city.
dead. Oh,
Does the cycle continue, darling?
What power does it
there wasn't a city. When that wasn't this grand farming town in Hong Kong.
Can't she ever leave? I mean, other than no power for the city.
the electricity?
All of my life.
Does the cycle
But no, my
Carriages and no horses. Made skill, found a way to use her godly power.
Surely we live in a mine where people found it. Someone has a literal power.
Do I know Hella's cost?
You can make a history check for it. Any of you can make a history check about it. This is, however, ancient. 16? 10? 11? 16 is actually decently high.
Okay.
And I will give you the information that when Ragnarok happened, which was long ago, Hela was replaced by the matron Ray, who has become the new god. And Hela thought it was no longer worshipped, and therefore the new purpose.
replaced by younger model?
Indeed.
I don't know if I like the idea of anything being used as a baton.
Now you know, but this has been going on for centuries now.
The new purpose. Solid gods.
Even in that. Which are any.
I don't know if I like the idea of
And as you get a little bit closer, you can all see that behind this giant wall of green glass is being smoke. Rushing around inside the room, along with that spine, rib cage, and skull, that the black smoke resides.
But not through one.
And as you believe me, closer, you all see on behind this giant wall. Oh, sorry. I heard the Irish come out. But it's weird that as Limina turns to talk to each of you, there is like a cracking of bones whenever she like turns the head. It just always happens.
Well, we know you're here keeping an eye on Helen, but why are you going to trust players with the secret?
Politics isn't really my thing.
It never is. It never is.
This job allows me to enjoy the safety of the head, but just always happens.
And we are very grateful for it, Lady Lemon.
Yeah, as you bow, she just bows back towards you, the entire spine has just bows, and then back in place as she goes back up again.
You don't really get into politics yourself. So the politics they are discussing, really, no big deal to you. Just small, simple discussions between, I don't know, less than yes.
Well, I have great respect for Shane. He and I have been doing business together for quite some time.
As they're talking, you just see Valkus slowly edging his way to
Yeah.
I respect you.
How close does Valkus get? Because you've got this entire room to get up to there. I would just place him.
As we sort of go forward, I would spend
Into the glass.
Oh, where are we?
Yeah, you are moving up the room. How close?
I don't think there's
I
a
think if we're walking up the room,
The balloon. I don't want to pop the balloon. That will not sound good on the mic.
I think if we're walking up the room, as the rest naturally stop, I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah, you are moving up the room.
Okay. Well, she's technically like, we're keeping her, well, I'm keeping her visible, me and Rowan are keeping her visible talking.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would imagine as well that this room's probably designed quite secure. Even if you went up and put your hands on it, something like
Gone, pretty much like, how tall is Lemon now? Are they, do they meet on? Or, oh, 12.
She's huge. She shouldn't be this tall, but her limbs are stretched out beyond their
Naturally, or?
It seems that you make a medicine check for me.
Gone, pretty much like, how tall is Lemon now? 10. Do they meet on?
10 is not enough.
Oh, 12.
She's huge.
sorry, man. You mind if I change?
Mine really isn't room for the sugar.
I don't know yet. I just don't use it. Rally, and I just.
I didn't even know that was a cheat.
Who is she? I'll do that.
I think if I'm not stopped, I'm going to go up and I'm going to put my hand on the glass.
Or you can put your hand on the glass. A large green spectral hand flashes out from the glass.
Oh my gosh.
From the glass.
I think if I'm not stopped,
Uh,
and I'm going to put my hand on the glass.
22.
Tell her on the other side of the glass.
7 points of necrotic damage.
For clarification, it's kind of in the glass or on the other side.
Only on the. She's patched the glass wall.
If the glass is a living thing, it's moved out of the way so people theory way.
Walk into the same room as hello, especially with keeping the captain.
Limina will just turn and look at you. I would recommend itching. She's patched the glass wall.
Don't think we're going to get anything.
As the hand then back inside.
Why raised?
Oh, make a wisdom save for me.
Wisdom save plus 15.
The 15, the hand feels part of your soul tugged towards the hand. Make a wisdom save for me.
Question. If Helen's always been here, then why raised the tower? So recent.
That was away. The 15, long pause. It was like that's where she did her experiment. Sisterhood of Iron attempted to find power many times. No, it's long, long they
But I didn't find anything.
from what I understand, this is never managed to no time how
Don't need time.
And this green glass.
bad.
How does it keep hella there? Is it a different kind of existence, or is it?
Glass itself is a gateway
Green glass.
realm of shoes.
That she shared with me.
Not sure. Nature
Or is it?
So she's not
itself is a gateway.
so she's not actually here.
Imagination.
Actually powered.
They just have their way.
I'm just going to spend a minute just quietly off by myself.
Did you move away from the glass?
Only just enough that the hand's not attacking.
I'm keeping an eye on you.
Where the line is in front of Limina is the glass, and then where I've done like the squiggles at the end of the room is the space. Ignore the holes. Again, this is from 50 years in the future.
So I'm standing back.
Yeah, this just
I'm keeping an eye on you.
where the line basically in front of Limina looks at you from within the glass, the black smoke writhing within the body as if coalescing in the skull, and the eyes of the skull just go red.
I'm standing back.
Yeah, it's the wisdom save.
I think she likes house guests.
27.
More than enough. Writhing within the body as if coalescing in the skull, and the eyes of the skull just go red.
Ella's made her point. I think she much likes house guests. Tell us, Limina, just for fun. Where should we go next?
Anywhere but
Always
rare that I have. Yes.
Thank you for allowing us to share your space.
Again, the bones really twisting.
Where should we go next? It's not.
Rowan is falling off of his thing in the back, like just like
Sorry, what?
like when it's like this.
Yeah.
Right. See Rowan there? It's just like
I just said fisting in the corner.
what?
How many floors are in there?
So,
No, two numbers between 1 and 10.
I'm just going to turn round to Evanora and go,
Two numbers between 1 and 10. 4 and 8. And what would you say represented those numbers? 4, 8.
Would be the song part of Orator.
Yeah.
Or
I'm just going to
bit of both.
Oh.
Evanora.
But we haven't text already, haven't we?
As this conversation is going on,
Represented those
I
I think we might be fixing to.
I've concentrated focusing
Okay.
on health.
Uh-huh.
And as this conversation's going on, I'm just going to stare at her and start muttering.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast contact with her.
Okay, here we go.
Who are we doing while we have it?
He's
I'm going to talk to
casting
Ella.
contact of a planet.
So,
Do you need a hand?
while they're gathering away, first of all, I'll say, I break my mind
Yep.
to cast this intelligence save of 15. I'm going to use my inspiration. I don't want to be mad at this point. That's better because I have +3, so that's 16.
That could have gone poorly
Hold on, you've got someone in your room.
already.
I can ask the entity up to 5 questions,
You can have it
but have one word answer. Such as yes, no, maybe, never, irrelevant or unclear.
Yeah. I might stretch the one word answer. Because that's not fun. I don't like giving one word answers.
Who's gonna be cryptic? Someone cryptic.
So I'm gonna
First question.
look at Hella and my consciousness is just going to
We know.
zoom into her.
Weird. Stretch the one word answer.
We're asking us, I'm sorry.
I don't like giving one word answer. Oh no, I haven't thought of some star signs as well. She's Gemini. Gemini. I'm a Gemini.
If you want to do a bit of homework, why don't we create the stats? They're going to be based on constellations.
So my first question is going to be,
Oh no, I haven't thought of
I've seen you here. I don't know what you look like originally, but this is no existence.
They're going to be based on constellations.
Do you want to stay?
Okay. First question. First hand.
I've seen you here. I don't know what you look like originally, but this is no existence.
Next question.
Trying to plead on the info.
Don't say please.
If releasing you was in my power,
First question.
if I had some way of doing it, would any harm come to
Next question.
Trying to plead on
So I'm betting the answer is because we're going to get it wrong.
Don't say please.
If
Would any harm come to
was in my power, if I had some way of doing it, would I don't want her getting results.
insight?
No.
Yeah, I mean, we can make an insight. There is no facial features to read. You're trying to read a fleshless skeleton.
I don't want her getting number 3.
Yeah, question number 3.
Is there anything hidden in your tower
Yeah, I mean, we can make an insight.
that they did not find?
There is no
Would be useful
facial features to read. You're trying to read a fleshless skeleton.
Number 3.
Yeah, question number 3. Thank you. Thank
How
you.
many,
Anything
Two left. This is number 4.
how did you get in?
that they did not find? If we could get into your tower, where are these secret things hidden?
Stop. Thank you.
How many,
Two left. This is number 4.
If we could get into your tower, ask how we keep ourselves safe in there, or we can get there. We can get there.
So how do we get in without having to go through all of that? Basically. Oh, how do we avoid it?
Yeah.
Ask about it.
Ask how we keep ourselves safe in there. We can get there. We can get there.
I think we're on a theme. We're on a theme with that.
Oh, yeah.
If we can get to your tower, how do we make our way to your personal lab without falling prey to whatever you have waiting?
Oh,
And
Torch.
I mean,
Well,
we
maybe
expect
you
him to
could
go
help free
What do you expect? You never make a deal with a gods.
As the spell fades, Limber just
without falling prey to
boy.
whatever you have waiting.
It
was very interesting.
And
And I'll kind of give them a look of
What do you expect? You never make a deal with a gods.
don't underestimate.
spell. Make an intimidation check for me.
Is it like we're on to you, but we're gonna make it special?
Yeah.
You know.
It was very interesting. 14.
He's very good off the two. He's a warlock. He's good. Yeah, you give her that look, and she just stunned.
I'm just pretty much like constantly courtesying.
She
Courtesying. So sorry, must be going.
and she greatly appreciates the courtesy.
Must be. So sorry to disturb you.
Ever have that look, and she just stunned.
I've got
The bone turning.
you're the one who sent our friend his invitation to the bar. How'd you know him? Why'd you invite him?
And she greatly appreciates the courtesy.
So sorry to disturb you.
I'm sure you will. I've got
Anyone else interesting?
any elaboration? How'd you know him? Why'd you invite him?
A very dangerous weapon.
I'm sure you will. Unless him know.
Are you going to have to procure her on this weapon?
Just and our hands to fire.
See, no need. Interesting.
Any elaboration? How'd you know him?
A very dangerous weapon.
Unless him know.
Well,
We'll ask him.
Are you going to have to procure her on this
I look forward to having.
Did you say we'll ask if he's single? Nebula somewhere, just like, oh.
I
love triangle. They love triangle. They love triangle with being a half dead woman.
She's a.
Unless it's like the one is.
Fine. Then.
Well, I do love a good love story.
I look forward to having.
Did you say we'll ask if he's single?
Yeah.
Nebula somewhere, just like, oh.
It's very much
I
like
like it.
four and eight. That's a good combination.
I'm trying to be mysterious. That's fine. Not get all the information.
The only thing you missed is that I asked why Thomas invited Flint to the
Oh, I thought you were. Oh, no, because the shaman invited you.
No. Oh.
You invited all of us again.
Penelope invited you.
Yeah.
Penelope invited
Yes, yeah.
The shaman did invite
The shaman
me.
invited you.
Let me
Rena.
let me redo that then. You invited me to this bar. I've never
No, this is
Limina,
Limina.
not the shame.
Shame.
False.
And John plus what?
I don't think anyone brought him.
I thought it was said was
No, I think Flint's was from Zimza.
so that's
Never mind. None of that happens.
it's a weird question. No fire in there.
Spare.
I'll have that one.
Yeah, spare.
Spare.
Ignore
Spare.
it.
And John plus what?
I don't think anyone brought him.
Answer. Not looking at answer, but you were never here.
None of that happens.
I would to on the same.
Spare.
I'll have that one.
Spare.
Spare.
Ignore it.
I don't think anyone brought him.
I'll start to wander back towards.
Yeah. And back towards the lift.
Now,
It's not gone anywhere.
I'm very happy
It's
for everyone
down
else
here.
to
The lift's
choose
still
where we
there.
want to go in this lift or in the.
I know
In
two
this
of us
palace.
to close our eyes and then just press.
Please, be my guest.
We'll get back in.
Do
Yeah. That's good. And back towards. Press a random button.
now. 8.
It's not gone
What else want
anywhere.
to do?
Go on.
Too late now. It's too late now. You've already.
Oh.
No, that's what I'm gonna press.
Oh, okay.
18.
You roll a d10, not a d12.
Which was
You just roll my one double.
We'll get
And that's 10.
And now roll initiative. You press the button first.
Ooh, it's at 8 and 10.
DM wants 10. On initiative,
Oh, for the minute 10.
you also get advantage on initiative as well.
Yeah. And then my initiative.
It's not going to be enough.
Might have been 20 with the same.
That would have been
My
pretty.
initiative is
But
also.
you press number 8 before Garn. You press number 10. It's only 2. Was it 2 and 7? Was it 2 and 5? That breaks it down. To
5 and 6.
5 and 7 are the only ones that can be pressed at the same time to take you anywhere
And I
else.
just randomly got them.
Randomly got them.
Garn's not very dexterous.
Slightly misses.
Yeah.
But you push it, but you don't push it all the way in.
I think it's too big.
Figure's too big, yeah. It slightly misses.
So,
But you
again-
press number 8, which is Penelope's lab.
She's not in there, right?
No, she's not there. The lift rises.
But as we're in the lift, I'm going to go, Simon, did you see that? Was that cool? Was that cool?
You push it, but you don't push it all the way in.
I don't think I've ever seen that
Slightly misses.
rest of my life.
As soon as Rowan realizes that, I wind immediately picks that up. Stealing.
As we're in the lift, I'm going to go,
Well,
I'm like-
Penelope's not in it. Sorry.
That's it.
Yeah, the lift doors open up into Penelope Songheart's workshop. Weirdly, the guardian that she was working on, the thing that she called Bouncer, isn't.
I wind immediately picks that up as the bounce.
Because Penelope's not over here, I feel take the liberty to kind of openly snoop more. I would know
absolutely.
Penelope's room better, so could I get advantage
Make a
on?
perception check for me.
I
Say with advantage because you've been here a few times before. You're going straight for the orb. Excellent. Yeah.
not all of them.
Already in my pocket.
Tiny gold.
Tiny or
Tiny golden orb.
Was that with advantage or just?
With advantage. Go on, you see. Rowan walk up to a small little desk off the side. Well, you all see this, but I'm giving it to you. Rowan walks up to a small little desk off in the corner and picks up this strange golden orb. It's about the size of an apple. It has these golden things run around it, but then inside of it, it's hollow in a way, with like a small little golden sitting in the mind, the metal cage that it sounds just spirits.
Very pretty. 23.
23 is there anything in particular you're looking here? Or inward around it? With a 23.
We believe her when she says. No, she's a light bulb. I don't think she has any like various connection. 150. Penelope's a very smart lady.
Very.
I think she we know or we believe her when she says stairs. And I want to see Penelope is kind of making on the other members.
Absolutely.
I think that if Penelope was ever involved,
Papers, yeah.
he would like pretend to be on the bad side.
She'd
but
be a
dead,
double
but didn't
agent.
tell.
If I know Penelope, she's smells the whip. No.
Yeah, she has notes on everyone. But the notes that you find first is on Rasmus, Red. She notes that he showed up in town a few years ago, started making a name for himself, prodigy named magic. Quickly put on the council and has been on the council about 5 years. No, it's only like 30.
I have a guys, so
Okay.
I perfectly write or copy
Yep,
all these
copy
notes
them down,
very
love
quickly,
it.
but it's not me, it's the pen is enchanted and
Yeah.
it's like kind of annotated.
Just
as
goes
like,
on its
really
own.
going, da-da-da-da, stop.
Love
I'm
it.
trying to do it quickly, magically, so it's very much like get this down. Whatever you see, copy.
Penelope's notes on the shaman
Guys,
would be that he is also Lightborn.
copy all these notes down very quickly, but it's
They've
not
had
me,
contact
it's
before and
the
Lightborn
enchanted,
sends it.
kind of annotated
But
for
it's
us. Really going, da-da-da-da, stop.
Shaman is a Lightborn. She doesn't know how old Shaman is. She just notes that he's been around. That's like in her notes. Pyrus. You already know this, but Pyrus is a Earth Genasi, comes from the Elemental Archipelago. is not necessarily a wizard of any kind. She doesn't really know magic or like the face of that he's been around.
What's Penelope's
She likes him. She likes him quite well. They get on quite well. She notes that she's actually going to the pirates.
What was her thoughts on the shaman?
Uh,
He knew she was who he liked.
odd. The thing she notes about the shaman is odd. And she has in her notes would be has a taste of jelly bear. She likes them quite well. They get on quite well. She notes that she's actually going to the pirates.
I'm trying to scout for as many.
Next up is Zimzam Zimbalor in her notes.
Oh, we go full.
All that's there is Yankee and then question. Jelly bear.
John doesn't know what that one means.
If the Yankee, if anyone wants to pull up a quick picture to show
Are
Matt,
they
they've got green skin, like very olivey like skin, black dots throughout their face.
We've been born with
They are from space. They are from space.
Cool.
They are from the actual sea.
Not a logo.
The actual sea.
Yes.
Basically, if you ever want to say space in D&D, just the astral plane.
And again, Penelope's thoughts and thinkings on
Doesn't
him.
know him that well. I've only ever met him on a handful of occasions, but the big note she has is odd.
Art. And they are Diana,
Irina Halazor is a drow who was not an exile, what's the word that I'm looking for? Was like, not banished, but yeah, she ran away from the drow society that lives underground. She couldn't be with what was going on. Because most drow pray to wolf, spider queen.
and again Pens.
Very much like them. Very much like them.
And then the other one was Rasmuth. What did you have thoughts on Rasmuth?
Erasmus, she gets on with Erasmus, but again hasn't had that many conversation.
From the sounds of it.
And then finally, her notes on Limina is she's scary.
So it sounds that Pen doesn't really have any ill about these. She would have investigated thoroughly for the kinds of notes. Maybe whatever their meeting happens isn't as serious as one might shoot. I thought.
While they're doing this, I'm going to look around and see if there's anything that looks like a weapon or armor for Simon.
Indeed, there is.
Oh, yes.
There is still in the process of making it, but it looks like it's nearly been finished. Is not a large rifle, but more of like a hand cannon kind of thing for Simon. It basically is like a little baby gun for Simon. And then some very nice metal armor.
Anything you put on the board?
The armor looks finished, but the gun does not.
But I just put it up. We just put it so like.
Simon's already seen it, and it is just there, like
Oh, yeah.
in front of the armor.
If you're very good, we'll come back and get it when it's finished.
Okay.
Can I be very cheeky, like kind of like scan my notes away from the other people at the Mage Palace? And to who was the guy who's running the Black Hound order? That because we didn't get
From Blackrock.
yeah, we didn't get
Close.
we didn't get a clear read on him, did we? I want to know what Penelope has or anything nefarious that Penelope might
Captain
be seeing.
Armor?
That's the guy who runs the Emerald
That's it,
Cascade.
that.
It's Alexander.
Alexander, we met
Alexander
them.
what? No,
Alexander
you've not
Watts.
met
Oh,
Alexander.
we haven't.
That's where
No.
the delivery of Black Powder is coming
I
from.
wanna
They are
see-
the leader of Black.
I want to see if Penelope has any musings on them again.
Can you make an investigation check
Yeah.
for me? After this, we'll go for a little break as well.
16.
16, yeah, it's absolutely enough. You find a separate notebook tucked away in one of the desks that is basically like a list of jobs that she's done and like orders that she's taken, and the last one in the notebook is waiting on delivery of black powder from Alexander Wasp. odd fellow, been in charge for too long. Someone else should have a turn. That's what she thinks.
Can you just remind me, who is ordering the black powder and
Penelope. Well, Penelope didn't order it. It's just being sent to her.
right?
And we kind of gave Pen a little bit of a shakedown at first, and it turns out that
We can roll this map away now, so you all can have the table back.
she is just using it for fireworks for the ball.
Okay.
We couldn't really see if there was anything dodgy going on.
But we're still a little bit cautious.
We're still
Yeah,
dubious
I
about
don't-
the panic
there was
itself.
there was two guys towards the start who said that they had a vision that was basically like a bright light.
Sorry, brother.
They saw a bright light in the sky and the end of days was
Yeah.
their word. So like to me, I don't believe the fireworks.
And that was the day of the ball, wasn't it? Which we
Yeah,
yeah.
They didn't give a specific day, but
But
they
they said that they didn't want to go to the ball. They,
Yeah.
I think they heavily implied that it was ball related. Like I think that the fireworks could be true. I think that something else will also happen.
I've got thoughts that
That's
are
what Colin's
We'll
thinking.
talk about it in a break, but I've got thoughts.
Yeah.
I think on that note, we'll take a little break.
Are we breathe?
Yeah.
We'll take a little break.
That was Irish.
We have to turn the microphone off.
We'll be back in 5-10 out. You're on channel 4. You are live on channel 4.
Do not swear.
And we're back. Oh, we had shit. I mean, I think we can get away with some swears, to be honest. It's not that bad. But we're back after a needed break. Return to the site of Penelope Song Party. After rooting through some information that she has gathered on the Mages Council, and after taking a very strange artifact.
Nothing happened when I took it.
No, not at all. But again, I mean, like I said, there are several different shifting parts of this.
As I put it in my pocket immediately, can I then, as all the things are going on, take it out of the pocket again and just sort of hold it here and sort of just spin it to the working parts of it?
You just there's like a slight as you spin it. But can you also make an intelligence check?
So, no one have identified objects? Or what?
There is the spell identify.
I've got detect magic.
Oh, natural 20.
Unnatural 20.
Right, sounded Nick.
So, as you spin one of the different parts to this strange artifact,
This is actually spinning.
and then a different part of it begins to spin as well, as it starts to sort of like release in a way and starts to get bigger. The different bands of metal that surround the inner core begin to stretch out a little bit and then collapse back in on themselves as as 700 gold drops out of the artifact.
When they burst, you
Yeah,
can
hold.
any two
700 gold.
food token.
Scoop up the money.
Darling.
Food tokens. Particularly one food token.
Keep that little trinket.
So, yeah, so if, for example, you've got
All of
Start
them.
pocketing the gold.
700 gold.
Add 700 gold to your inventory.
Oh, 3.5 grand.
yeah, no, you can pay
And then
you're right.
the artifact just stops spinning.
Sorry, I hadn't even
I would
realised.
like this actually.
How do you do that in a day?
Yeah, can we start again?
Just doing it again.
If you want to.
I'm guessing to spin it and then roll for intelligence.
And or another intelligence check. Plus,
One set of eggs consists of wetland, grassland, and forest growth.
the individual bands of metal begin to spin around the
My
inner
first
core
nat 20
once
today.
again. As 400 platinum drop out this time. 400 platinum drop from the ore, and then
Can I write it down as gold?
sure, you can write 4,000 gold down, but it's 400 platinum drops out, and
Then it's getting
then
paid by the ruby.
1 diamond
Tink, 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 tink.
onto the floor out of the orb. What? Enjoy this magic item.
Okay, I'm gonna do it all in gold just because I don't like
Yeah.
to reference. So
That's a lot of money. And then,
You all hear the sound of crashing coins
I'm watching
dropping to
Rosie
the
and
floor.
like, good for you, Johnny.
diamond.
oh, it's actually an item.
Yeah,
Its
one
value
diamond.
is 5. Oh God!
Keep hold of that diamond.
I've put everything in my pack. I'm just like,
One more. One more.
Go on.
One more.
Go on.
One more. One more. Curling my
we-
villain moustache as I ask.
Because we're egging around, can we give her the help action?
I mean, or any else of you could spin it.
Oh no,
I
it's
go
very
touch you on the shoulder and go,
To
Confidence.
yeah.
speed.
Make another intelligence.
Rowan's toy.
18.
18
The guidance.
plus intelligence plus
Is
guidance.
that 4?
D4.
D4, yeah.
speed up.
18, not 20.
20. Another
What are you gonna get?
1,100 gold.
Too much motherload on Sims.
Falls out onto the floor along with. No. Another diamond.
We're going shopping again.
I'm a
No,
little bit
that's-
worried that we're robbing this person.
It's an entire possibility.
Penelope's been around for centuries, darling. I'm sure she's got plenty more where that came from.
Ting, 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 ting. You all see just this large pile of gold and diamonds just at Rowan's feet.
Can it
Can we all-
else but money?
But before I divvy it up in my pocket just to bag and just to have it in one place.
Can we all just agree on one thing? We don't tell Flint.
No.
Oh my god, no, please.
Don't help me. What happens if you...
Take the door.
Has the orb calmed down or is it still just
The
silent?
metal bands on the outside have stopped spinning.
Spin it the other way.
Say something.
I was going to do the top one.
Right, can help you check.
Did it make the sound?
Does make the same thing.
Inspiration.
And you've still got guidance, because guidance lasts for a minute.
What's it?
Oh, would anything bad? Oh, it's there.
Nothing.
Okay.
At least nothing bad happens on our roll. That would have been bad.
Garn puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "When the fun stops, stop."
Is that the time?
Yeah.
That's today's episode. When the fun stop. I'm writing it down.
Yeah. Me opening Pokemon.
Me playing. Me and Pope.
Tiny gold for
I don't understand gambling. It confuses me.
The one time I went to a casino, I just flirted with the barmaid. She gave me
Oh,
free
no.
hot chocolate.
Don't literally.
Nice.
I
Like,
think I live in
I'll
profit.
give you this. You might give it back. Or you might give me nothing.
Yeah.
You probably won't give me
I'm scared.
No, it's just Red Dead has given me an intense love of poker.
Oh, guys, I'll put it away now in my bag. It's now very heavy.
Very heavy from all the gold.
I'm like leaning to one side a little bit.
What are you going to call your little trinket dog?
A gift.
I know
I'm
what its name is.
Well, its name is Tiny Gold.
Yeah, that's the unofficial name for it. It's Tiny Gold Ball.
seeing what he can do. I'm scared that she's going to notice it's missing. So I'm going to go over to her desk, pick up one of her quills, and cast True Polymorph into another golden ball and just put it back to
I'm
where.
guessing it doesn't quite have the same ability. It's just
It doesn't look the same either. It looks similar.
Swear.
Can you just make
like
a
an AI
quick...
twice to draw it. It's really
A
thin.
hand.
I'll give you an advantage on this because of the True Polymorph.
Oh my god, my mage hand is serious. Like cryptocurrency, like
27.
Oh,
Cool. I'm just going to write that down for later.
oh.
So for anyone who's interested, my gold total is 8,595.
Who needs payment from your band?
Oh yeah.
I'm still getting that payment in a couple of days as well. Rowan's about to be a very rich person.
I've got
You can pay for the statue. Or you could have a little spin on the TGO.
With this money, I can have a statue of all of us.
I mean,
Like a little
if you want to spin the orb, feel free to spin the orb.
Do you want to spin it?
Go on then.
Intelligence check for me.
That's not the intelligence check. That's the orb.
10.
Exactly 10.
Yeah.
1 gold.
Ah.
Drops out.
I guess it's just me that has the skills to pay.
Oh, sorry, it'd be 100. It'd be 100.
Still.
It only does it in hundreds.
You're doing it like this over.
Yeah, if you all want to have a go, intelligence.
What's my intelligence?
Just
Oh,
base
God.
intelligence.
Guns, stop. Guns.
Damn it.
This isn't guns type of thing.
15.
15. What is that? 6? It's 9. 900 gold. Ding, 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 ding. Out onto the floor.
If Garn's not going to do it, Simon's going to take a turn.
Let me spin the these.
I will give Simon advantage. Just for fun.
Nice.
How smart is Simon? If his
Don't ask
intelligence,
questions you don't want the answer to.
I need the answer. If his intelligence is a minus, then I'll give him advantage.
Oh.
It's 0.
I'll give him advantage. If it's flat, I'll give him advantage.
Oh.
I'm done.
17.
10,000
No.
gold. Cling, 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 cling.
Come on, go. Ah.
He sees it as theft, and as a personal thing, he doesn't want to do.
Fair enough.
I'm very confident.
Everybody has a little spin on the orb except for Garn, and
Right.
then it turns to Rowan's hand.
This has all been very fun. We'll do that again when we need
Me
to.
too, yes.
In the corner of the shop, just typing Motherlode.
So,
You found the money cheat.
You're gonna call it the Motherlode crystal.
From
Oh,
these
Motherlode
notes,
orbs.
looking from these notes, I believe that Panoply has no immediate concerns about the other palace members. But I really want to know what they're talking about upstairs.
I'm watching it.
They've never closed the palace doors. A meeting of not all of them together. I don't want to feel ill, but I also love it.
It might be interesting to know in case any of it's to do with the delivery coming.
And I've been in that room once before, so I could cast a
Oh, yeah,
little
just roll d20.
Oh, yes.
Just see what happens. 1.
You can use it for ages.
Yeah.
I feel like you can.
I feel like I'm not.
19.
Nice. That was worth. That was very worth.
Thank you.
Evnora has been in the main chamber of the mages
So I can
a couple of times.
cast my clairvoyance, and we can have eyes or ears within the room.
So it's
I'm trying to remember who I said that earlier.
Eyes or ears.
Someone's actually
We create an invisible sensor within range in a location familiar to you, or in an obvious location that is unfamiliar to you, such as behind a door, around a corner, or in a grove of trees. Invulnerable sensor remains in place for the duration, which is 10 minutes. When you cast the spell, choose seeing or hearing. You can use the chosen sense through the sensor as if you were in the space yourself. As a bonus action, you can switch between seeing and hearing. A creature that sees the sensor, such as the creature benefiting from seeing visibility or true sight, sees a luminous orb about the size of your fist.
cool. So, as Evanora's doing that, I'm going to tap Diamond and tell him to fly upstairs and watch through the window, because this is where the broken window was.
You can fly out the window and then further up.
Go
Yeah.
up and watch through the window.
Okay, so big boss.
And go invisible.
As I cast clairvoyance from the wand, my eyes go completely,
Yeah, what does this look like?
completely like white, as a tiny orb about this big, just from above the wand, and just it just passes through the door and tries to go. Because it's got high ceiling.
Yeah, most of the rooms here are quite similar.
Try to go as like close to the wall and as high up so it's not
And it just appears inside the room.
inside the room, if I know it or not.
Yeah, yeah, cool.
And my eyes are going to go. I'm going to stand next to Evanora, hold on to Garm. My eyes are going to go black, and I'm going to use
I'm guessing
Simon.
your eyes go white as you look through. Excellent, I like the mirror.
Seeing this guard does.
Trying to roll your own eyes into the back of your skull.
Yeah.
One day it'll work.
One
Okay,
day.
maybe not from
One
concentration.
day.
So that clairvoyance lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes, cool. Yeah,
I
so,
want to.
when activating mode.
I think I want to hear
want
and see
hear?
you've got sight.
okay, I have to figure out where in the conversation they'd be at this time.
Roll
How long did we spend looting?
Yeah, you could. Well, you went down to
playing
the
with the
basement.
orb.
Well, they've already been discussing things for a little bit anyway. They went down to the basement, then went back up.
Sweets, please.
You hear a voice
So I have
you do not recognize.
Ah.
I think
a bit of this, please.
I should take a holiday, to be honest. Yeah. Council life has got boring for me, and whilst I realistically should be here to celebrate the ball with all of you, I just want to go home, to be honest. The Elemental Archipelago has been on my mind for quite some time, and I sense a worry. What part of the world?
We don't recognise the voice.
I don't recognise the voice, but because of what's being said.
Pirates.
It's
Is the Earth Genasi.
Can we all hear what?
It is, if you
Open your mouth, it comes
I
out.
was literally about to say, but no,
Grab the phone.
it'll just come out the one. There's a matching orb that but I'm focusing on the orb that's inside the room.
and there's one down.
Yeah. So I'm hearing it in the room, you're hearing it outside.
Come out of the arms. And then you hear another voice. You would recognise this voice to be Vayrina. But Pyrrhus, surely it would look best if the entire council is here for the ball. Surely we can't just have you running away and going on a holiday back home.
You are right. Vayrina, but I worry that something grander is going on in the background. I've had word from the Elemental Archipelago that things are not as they should be.
Oh, please, Pyrrhus, you worry too much. I think that, well, you deserve rest, sure. But a holiday away from all of this? You'd be a fool to miss the party. And now another voice chimes in.
I say that everyone should be here for the party. I don't think anyone would want to miss it, no.
Entirely unsinister.
Do I see who that is?
Yeah, was in shape.
Sweet. That's a boring gold fool, like it's in handsome.
Yes, indeed. The ball will still take place no matter what is to come, and maybe we'll have to move it up by a few days.
And then finally, you see Rasmuth speak. Personally, I don't think any of this is a good idea. You're all. He gets beat.
Oh.
Wait, are we outside the door?
You have no power, Jackie.
Are we still outside the door?
You're in the lab. We're in the
Oh,
lab
the
floor
lab,
down.
yes.
You're 2 floors down. However, as he is going to leave, he just looks at the orb.
Oh,
No, you're in the because they're in the same room. He can see the orb as he looks past it. He just looks at the orb.
I dropped it.
And he just goes to the lift.
Oh, I wasn't getting
Oh, this is probably a good time for us to leave.
Yes.
Or we could quickly hide in case we don't have enough
I'm
time.
getting to the elevator before he does.
Okay, that's mad.
Do we want to meet him in the elevator?
Initiative.
Oh,
Initiative.
bollocks.
Oh, pants.
Oh, we keep saying that my initiative shouldn't be plus 10, don't we?
Ow.
It should be high. It should definitely be high. You've got good dexterity.
See,
You are
I've
ranged.
got a 0 to my initiative. Oh no.
Nice.
God, I hate going
One.
for exactly
One,
what's
lovely.
and I have to know what
2,
to do.
you have advantage on initiative checks.
Ah.
Pretty sure.
I
You
do
get
have.
-1 to your initiative.
Oh no, God.
No.
So that's intelligence. That's
Dexterity.
See, because my intelligence is very low. I can't. What did I?
It's plus 2, so it's 8.
Uh,
8. Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
The wish is finished.
2. Okay, so
6.
Oh, my-
I know. Rowan, you are too good for us all.
Rowan, you charge towards the lift
Slowly.
doors, little bit weighed down by the
No, but
gold.
can I rabbit hop?
Yeah, absolutely.
Try and get there faster.
Jump into the
I need
lift.
5 times my efficiency bonus.
Oh yeah, 100%. Jump into the lift as the doors close and you feel the lift start to move.
Oh, my face had it.
No, you're in the lift
Oh, I should have thrown my bag.
On their own.
on your own.
Oh no.
As the rest of you get to the lift doors, as the doors close, you start to move up as the doors open to the main council room of the Mage's Palace.
Can we?
Standing there in front of the lift is Rasmus the Red, with his long red robes, flaming red hair, and he just looks at you. Who are you?
You just pretend to be the elevator operator.
I am the manager for Ruby and Jets. They sent me here to sort out a contract for the ball to get the payment sorted for that. Do you know where I can find whoever's in charge of the entertainment committee for the ball?
I'm gonna need either deception or persuasion. You
Come
don't have
on,
to tell me
Rowan.
which is which. I would suggest rolling whichever is.
Are we waiting for the lift to come?
Still waiting for it to come back down.
Are we just staying on the 8th floor?
Okay, thank you.
25.
25.
First roll was 2. Something low, I think. Yeah.
25. Rasmus just looks at you. So, you are manager for Ruby.
Yeah, I cover a couple of the local acts, Smoking Toads, Ruby.
As you say the smoking toads from the back of the chamber, and just
Yes!
running up the room to the lift. Smoking toads.
Yeah, I do. I wanted to get the gig here as well, but you didn't take it.
And he just pulls out this small little red and white paper bag out of his pocket filled with sugary jellied
Oh, you
bears.
got the orange ones? Immediately. Oh, yes.
He's also wearing a long scarf. He's wearing a long
I would make you a jelly
multicolored
bear.
scarf.
I just got a womble for some reason. But he
Like
A big heart.
Yeah.
I'm going to
invited you to the play.
I'll grab an orange one and eat it.
Enjoy.
Who are you? Sorry.
The shaven. Wait a minute. Harangon works with the smoking
You invited me.
Yes, I did. I'm a big fan of the smoking toads. I really wish we could have got them for this year, but this actually works out.
Well, the thing
Bring
is,
them to the party. They will play.
I mean, Ruby was actually trying to get this one off. So we could. Oh,
She can play as well.
okay. Yeah, I'll let them both know. Have you got the budget to pay them off?
Yes.
I mean,
You want to come
if
with
you-
me
if
down
you
to
pay-
the vault? You can be paid right now.
If you pay me, I can.
Rasmus as well is just looking at this conversation happening, steps into the lift, and is just waiting there for either you to step out of the lift or for a button to be pushed.
As we're talking, I take my back foot and make it look unintentional that I put my foot by the door of the lift so that it doesn't close.
Okay.
I'm just I make it look like I
You
don't
have
notice.
stepped out, but you're
I'm just
sort of
in front of
on the
where-
threshold,
Yes, I'm
basically.
just in front of the lift and I put my foot back
Okay.
and firmly plant it in there.
Yeah.
But make it look unintentional.
Okay.
And go, well, realistically, it's not really good practice for them to be paid for it before. But
I'm sure you need some sort of.
I can get a quote. I've already got. I can get a quote, but we can do payment after the call.
Okay.
So do you know who I need to speak to about that?
That would be me.
Oh yes, hello. If you get some contacts on it, then I can get them to
He literally just clicks his fingers and a piece of paper appears next to him. Very much like how you were taking the notes, Fantasia style. There is just a pen writing out the contract before you.
I would very much like to see the smoking toads play at the Grand Ball in a few days' time.
Good stuff. Right, I'll take that. Get it to them. It was lovely to see you all. I'll head out. I step back in the lift.
Rasmus, arms folded, back against the wall.
How quickly can I take a small tool? I've got anything like that? A dagger? Is it? Could I very quickly break the paper?
Oh, we getting down.
You'll get out.
Downstairs.
You'll get out.
I need a sleight of hand check. Oh, what a day! What a day! You just slip into the lift and basically like having it up your sleeve, you just slip the dagger, 100% like Assassin's Creed, You just slip the dagger into the button of the lift as you're going to press the bottom floor, I'm guessing.
The exit.
Yeah, which it would be.
As I'm
it
looking.
would be the first floor. Yeah.
Yeah.
As it looks like you're going to press the bottom button for the first floor, the knife slips out of your bracelet, basically, pokes the eighth floor button and breaks it. And the lift begins to slowly descend. Elizabeth just looking at you like,
I'll
well,
keep my cool in the moment.
that was interesting.
What do you mean?
Just never seen Shane move that fast.
Well, he must be a big fan of the Smoke and Toads.
Yeah, he says that quite a lot.
You should come along and listen to him.
I mean, I'm here for silly.
Nice. You'll definitely, all the accounts will be there.
Yeah. It's
Long
Very
long. It's a long elevator ride. Can you
I've seen all the interaction upstairs through Simon's
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah. You also see the light on the elevator from the outside going down past you guys down to the first floor again.
Who wants to get out?
Honestly, me too.
Okay, come with me, and I'll go over to the window. The shattered window. I'm going to say, hold hands and jump. And while we're halfway through the air,
Okay.
I'm going to cast. I haven't got Featherfall, but I've got Globe of Invulnerability.
Oh.
So we're just going to bounce on the floor.
Now, can Globe of Invulnerability hold more than one person?
A 10-foot radius around me.
You can also fly as well.
If you squeeze.
You will
I also have a
squeeze.
magic teleport.
Oh, yes, you can cast that.
Race ya!
So I'm going to bounce.
Guard wins. Because it's a teleport, guard wins.
I'm then just going to bounce and like monkey ball myself.
Yeah! That's a monkey ball.
Super party ball.
Super monkey ball, I'm here.
And I
for.
was just gonna flush it.
The three of you leap out of the window, you fall, smash against the ground with the Globe of Invulnerability, and Venora very gently flies down, and then would you like to cast?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even jump out the window, you just step on the ledge, a portal opens up before you, you step, very Doctor Strange, step through it, and then just appear outside the front of the
Portal
window.
look like
Because it's a magic item, it's just purple.
It's kind of like imperceptible as well, almost like the window frame is the portal.
Yeah, 100%.
With a very faint glowing purple. Like,
You cut whack to the longest list. Well, an insight check.
the type of it.
13.
The longest thing, right.
The longest. That's alternative.
I'll take
13. With a 13. No, 13's enough to get some information. It's strange when you look at this guy. You're trying to read his face, but it's as if there isn't much to read from him. Like, he can't express that.
What race is this guy?
He looks
He's human.
Yeah.
Um,
And then it can, and also make a perception check. Well, just because things.
18.
18. You get a good look into his eyes as you start to try to read his face. It's almost like his eyes are made of snow.
So no.
Snow.
Not really worried about it.
Oh, is he?
I went,
If you know D&D,
This is not what I'm saying out loud. What I first thought was mechanics. No. So
yeah, parts of his body look like they're made of snow.
So I spot all of that, but realise we've been quiet for a couple of seconds and it's really awkward. So in
Again,
awkward,
he's just standing there, arms folded, back against the lift wall, one foot up against the lift wall because he's cool.
in awkwardness, I just go, so are you taking a look at the age of the ball? Not flirting time.
No, I won't be taking any. Just myself.
Cool. That's great.
You're a boss. Come on.
He is
Oh, no.
not engaging in any conversation with you whatsoever. He is just there enjoying the lift, enjoying the lift ride. Just there, he doesn't want to say anything.
Are you too cool for this conversation or something? I don't get why you're so standoffish.
There is like a bit of a as you say, cool.
It's frozen impressions.
Oh, no.
Don't worry about it. The lift doors, and you step out into the reception area once again.
Have a good one. I'll see you at the ball or something.
Yes, you'll see. You'll see me
Wow, we're such good friends. I'd like to walk out.
Very smooth. Very smooth. You got us out of a
there. As you walk away,
That bit wasn't smooth, but the rest was.
as
You
you
took the
walk
awkward
away,
for us.
as you walk away, you watch as Razumith goes and have a little chat. The Golden Guardian. Oh, is that a thing that allows
You
the?
feel all directions.
Does it allow for lip reading?
Well, I could.
Well, they've
There
got
is
very big
specific-
ears as
There's a
well.
skill for
God.
it.
There is some good lip reading.
I guess
Yeah,
that's
observant.
Observant.
Oh no, then I can't.
What about Rowan's hearing?
You can make a perception check to
Come
try
on,
and
rabbit.
you make a perception check to try and overhear the conversation.
But one then. Perception is 7.
17.
I really can't fucking fail perception.
No, he just goes up to the teller and just says, "Log all information today." So send it to me.
Freedom of information.
Okay. And I just make out for the super small banana party.
You see the three of these outside on the steps of the Major's Palace.
I'm just laying on my back, rocking in the ball.
I run up like an
wings just get
excited like child, just explain everything I did, like, and then I did that, and then I did that, and then we just spent about 2 minutes in the lift. It was really awkward. But then he did say what? That was just.
If only I was there to give you this one.
I mean, one day you're gonna leave the Major's, or I'm gonna leave the Major's Palace, not through that window. I want to.
Interesting midnight walk.
And
Very
the bubble around me pops. And I
Just to see how badly I've done.
right.
Back to the chariot then.
Yeah, let's go to the chariot and get a good.
See, I'm getting it. I'm understanding what's going
I mean,
on.
we just got paid quite wealthily. We could
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
trade and stuff. Oh, is there any shops that I could potentially go to since I didn't go shopping last?
Absolutely. Kairos Keepsakes is basically a 24/7.
I'm off to the shop today, so I'll see you there. Can I come with me? With all your newly accumulated.
With the
I can
serious
never-
cash that you've got now.
I can never refuse a good midnight shop.
I might buy something myself this time.
If this money's on ours, the next thing we can get rid of it quickly.
I mean,
It's funny because it's true.
let's go shopping, maybe.
Get
You've
it
done this
together. No.
No.
I've been there. So, you all. Do one of you go with Rowan on the
I
next
go,
Yeah,
I'm
we're-
shopping, yeah.
We're not splitting the party.
Yeah.
Apart from Flynn.
Apart. Flynn is busy. Flynn is making a.
Reading books
No, I'm
again.
gonna go and chat with Flynn.
Yes, so you all make your way to K-Rolls Keepsakes. I have forgotten the name of the person who runs this place. It's
Oh no!
I've got it. I'm
You
sure
get
I
that
have. I've got K-Ross keepsakes. Tina.
Tina!
Oh,
Yes, she is tiny. Yes, she is tiny. It's Tina. She's a halfling.
I need to play the tiny scene.
Fine, do it.
It's on sale, so
So yeah, you all make your way to Kairon's Keepsakes, one of the best general stores here in First Dawn. Carries a wide variety of items. As you find the shop on the Grand Strip, there is brightly coloured dancing lights outside that are basically like neon lights. It says Kairon's Keepsakes. As you step inside, the bell, and a little halfling lady is stood up on a stool behind the behind us. Hello. Oh, you were all here yesterday. Oh, wait, was it earlier today? That was earlier today. What am I talking about?
I'd love to hear so much
Feels like a
tea.
week ago.
Feels like it's been a week, hasn't it? Yes.
Loved it so much, TT, we had to come back from
Well, I'm glad you have. You must be Rowan, who they bought the arrows for earlier. I can see that finely made bow on your back.
Fantastically made, so I had to come back and try the rest of the way.
Oh, certainly. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for?
Well, I use my bow and arrow a lot. Maybe things that just is extra value or just random little gizmos and gadgets, that's just sort of a thing.
I have an interesting thought in maybe you could make me some.
A sword?
Yeah.
I've never wielded a sword before. I probably can't. I'm normally a weapon I can't pronounce. What kind of gown?
Scimitar?
Scimitar.
How did I know it was going to be scimitar?
Scimitar.
Shoot.
Well, I mean, this is an interesting weapon, to say the least. And she pulls it out, and it does just look like a very finely made short sword. This sword is very interesting, and she just holds it up in her hand and seems to like squeeze the handle of it. It shifts to a scimitar, and then she squeezes it again. It shifts to a mace.
Ooh. It's the all weapon.
It's like a daydream, but a sword. How you feeling today? You know
I
what?
call it my multi.
We are literally
Do
going.
you have any other arrows?
Oh, certainly. Hope you enjoy the lightning arrows that you're trying to
You haven't used them yet.
well, if you ever run out, please do come back. I have plenty more. I also have ice
Bonus
arrows.
cards, no, because I need it full game to build up my next.
You can do me a little bundle of different types of arrows, just throw me a bunch in.
I mean,
Pay
certainly.
you a pretty penny.
We
Oh,
have
no,
ice arrows, thunder arrows, fire arrows.
So I did get 4
We
names.
also have a few arrows of earth binding.
No, I'm not in.
When shot into a certain place, they would create vines, thorns nearby.
Sorry.
People would get trapped in.
End of round goals. I got no goals.
So some earth binding and some ice.
Certainly. And any amount in particular?
Cards 0, so that's 26. Yeah.
10 of each.
10 of each, that would be about 25 gold.
That's so cheap.
Arrows!
I took 50 and said keep the change.
Oh, well.
The money's gone straight down. I took 50 and said keep the
I
change.
mean, I will charge you with that. Thank you very much.
I hope everyone
I'll
enjoyed.
write the names for now. I'll add descriptions.
Yeah, ice arrows.
That does kind of like mitigate the fact that you ripped her off last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that's your real balance at the end.
Yeah.
And then I'll come back another time to get some more stuff. Don't consume too much time.
Oh, no.
Tall.
I'm feeling adventurous, TT. Surprise me. Can I roll for something?
Lovely. Yeah.
I don't really want anything, but
Yeah.
Give me a second. And I will determine the die type.
you surprised me with the Pearl of Power earlier. I was wondering if there's anything.
Just roll a d4.
Yeah.
Roll a d4.
What is it?
Two.
So yeah, last time I still lost.
Hang on. Now roll another d4 for
Okay.
me.
4.
Cool.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Yeah, they're very
You
one.
can put a spell in that card.
No, it's to get back.
And now roll a d12.
Oh,
A spell
it's from the
slot.
D12 again.
It looks like that. It looks a bit smaller than the d12. I believe so. Yeah, that is a d12. Yeah.
7.
of which I don't actually have many
I can't wait to see
living
it.
spells other than bugs that will kill
I
me.
think you might.
Oh, I can scan that.
And she goes into the back and she pulls out this beautiful looking long book.
Oh, how
Uh,
beautiful is it?
it is very finely made.
It's dice roll. She's star roll.
Yeah, it's a very finely made longbow. The arm looks like a very finely crafted wood of some kind, and then the string of the actual bow itself seems to be some sort of like spikes. It's very thin, as if you pull it back, it would snap instantly. But it looks very finely made.
I'm just gonna lightly run my finger along the thread and hope it makes a sound. Yeah.
It does. It actually does. It does.
Nice. Oh, thank you, TT. I can put it in my collection.
I mean, you can buy it off me.
Yes.
It's about $6,000.
It's a bit too rich for me, TT.
Sorry, it is quite powerful.
You're such a tease. Anything for less. I'd say around about the 1,000 mark.
I have a few potions in, which you might find interesting.
I'm always on the look for a good potion.
No, not yet.
Yes, certainly. She goes upstairs, comes back down with a small little box of roughly 6 potions. So these two are here. They're just simple healing potions. If you like those. This one, this is a potion of etherealness. If you drink this, you'll be on the ethereal plane for about 8 hours. You won't be able to dismiss it though, so
Well,
choose your timing wisely.
vacation is coming soon, time. After the last mass.
Yes, starting the new year. I like it. This little potion here, this potion of stone skin. If you drink this, you'll be more protected for roughly 10 minutes or so. And then she gives you a sly look in a way.
I know that look, TT. Come on.
These two potions, they're quite expensive. It would be 1,000 for these potions. But this is liquid luck.
Well, I do love a little bit of love.
1,000 for one vial.
You may have the money, darling, but I have seniority. May I please have the liquid love?
Of course. Just an open palm expectant of the money.
1,000?
And you may add to your inventory liquid luck.
Liquid love.
The effects of which, after being drank, you've got an advantage on all rolls for 24 hours.
Ooh.
Sounds like probably that's maybe too.
I don't know if oh, there is no item matching this in here. I'll write it down.
No, it's a custom item.
Oh.
Custom.
Could you? Could you put it in one of those room humidifiers? So it's
It would give everyone in the room advantage on all rolls for 24 hours, as long as they're in the room.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
That's a whole different potion.
Yeah, liquid gold.
You've already got liquid gold and a ton of gold ore.
So, whilst Evanora's putting away her new potion,
It's rubbing off.
there's 2 things that I've seen around that I wonder if you had either of them or both of them, or you could get them. One is a ring of spells,
Okay.
and the other one is a cloak of displacement.
I might have a cloak of displacement around somewhere.
might have been on the skill
I don't have a ring of spell story. The Pearl of Power take place first, but I do have a ring of spell splitting.
And how much would it be for both of the items?
The ring of spell splitting will be 3,000, and the cloak of displacement that will be 8,000. DM coming up with prices on the fly based on how cool the magic items are.
Rowan, can you lend me 2,000 gold? 2,000. I'll let you borrow Simon.
For one day.
You already borrow Simon. You just have my back in future if I need to borrow 3,000 gold.
Yeah.
Sure.
one spin on the magic orb.
Yeah.
Get that back to me.
Yeah.
One good.
Oh, yeah, of
I
course.
think she's
Don't
just like
mind.
pulling a gambling wheel at this
Yeah, of
point.
course.
So I've just my money
Yeah,
is
£2
firmly
yours.
in the shop now.
Yeah, I'm not.
So I would like
Let's put back into the
Yeah.
system.
I would like both of those, please.
Oh,
Goodness.
you've all certainly been big spenders here today, and I can't argue.
You've got to be generous.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Bring
Spell splitting and cloak displacement. Because I know what the cloak displacement does. Very good item. Basically, until Valkus is hit, I have disadvantage on any attacks to hit Valkus. It's going to be much harder for me to hit Valkus now.
If I can't get better items, I'll get the good ones that stop you hitting me.
Was there anything else that I can help you all with? You've certainly been here quite a lot today. Nearly kicked me out. You don't want anything from the basement again, do you?
With all that we've spent today, and of course your generosity from earlier, would there be any kind of money back or a loyalty scheme discount?
Oh, yes, I almost
I
forgot.
remember.
Yeah, you pull out of your pocket a little punch card that when you get 10 punches, you get 20% off your next purchase.
Two more.
I bought two
got the
items.
stamp you put earlier, and this is the stamp for today, so you're at...
Don't you have stamp per round?
No, unfortunately, it's per it's per visit per day, so still one off.
So I just
Sorry.
I need to grab one and cluster
Grab
together.
the stamp. Stamps?
Just put it on Evernorth.
On the stamp would be a little picture of Tina doing that.
It's midnight. So it's technically.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
18.
Can you do any better?
Oh, you can do again.
3.
18. Cool. Okay, sure. Why not? Stamp, you're up to 10 now. You can have 2 stamps on yours.
Oh, I didn't like it.
Oh, you still get. Oh, you get a stamp.
Complimentary stamp.
Well, because
Because I've read a friend.
because Valkus bought the shoes for you, that would count as a stamp for you.
But I'm going to remind you that I brought the shoes as well, so hopefully try and get 2 stamps out of it.
Everyone can have 2 stamps.
Yay!
Everyone can have 2 stamps.
Full
So on
ticket
your next
kitty.
visit, you get 20% off your next purchase.
Oh.
Note that down somewhere,
yes,
because I will
yes.
forget.
I'm going to put it in my notes.
Make it a little punch card.
I've got liquid luck and I've also got 20% discount.
Only at Kairos Keepsakes, though.
And it can, and it for TT.
She
Only
can have on
The Ring of Spells.
Yeah.
Custom item.
I think it should be on there somewhere. Basically, when the effects are, whenever you cast a non-area spell, you can basically do the sorcerer meta magic to split the spell. Can't split a foil. Cannot split a
to have
foil.
a target.
Has to have a target.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do
That's one of the first early rules that I learned for D&D, is that you can't split area spells. That would be ridiculous. Yeah, I just wanted to have fireball types, basically.
And just think, poor Flinty is stuck at the library.
Oh yeah, the camera cuts away very briefly to Flint and Nebula at the library. Piles of books surrounding them.
Bored.
Flint head on the desk, whereas Nebula glasses on, flicking through books at a rapid pace. What did I say? What did I say?
Nothing.
What did I say?
Children will be children.
This is what happens when you have 2 besties at a table and read each other out.
Enough. So, was there anything else you would like to buy today, or you're happy with?
I'm happy with my punch.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you, teacher, darling. We'll be in again soon.
I really must close as well.
Oh, it's getting late. Speaking of, shall we go to the library to pick up Flinty and
probably not about
Nebula?
See what they're up to.
You can.
See what they've learned.
Absolutely.
And then we can tell Nebula that Pyrus is thinking of taking a holiday back home. Maybe like an overtime.
You make your way to the library to find it is already closed.
Oh shit, okay.
A sign outside saying closing time 11:30 p.m.
The
No.
Greg and Sheila Flint and Nicola have made their way.
Most likely returned to the Silver Chariot, yes.
Garn is
Which is
wearing
basically your base of operations.
I'm going
Can't
to use.
imagine.
Well, there's always a
Before.
spare broom cupboard to go and slip into.
I'm going to use the alchemy jug for this time road wine.
Oh, nice. And road beer, now it's road wine.
wine.
Oh, yes, that was something you missed last episode. Is Ralphus bought an alchemy jug, which is basically a magic item that allows you to recreate basically any liquid.
I can create 4 gallons of beer or 1 gallon of wine.
And the rum. I said that rum
Oh,
was
yeah,
going
rum was fine as well as acid, basic poison, honey, mayonnaise, oil, vinegar, fresh water, or salt water.
Was it milk as well?
Yeah, milk is on there. I will allow milk. If you can do mayonnaise, you can do milk.
Now we know.
So we've got road wine today.
Right, lovely.
So we'll go back to the Silver Chariot and find a little bit more about what Flint has been up to. And we can always find a broom cupboard if you want to go to bed.
True, very true.
I've technically not been in your house.
Like I said,
Even though I did leave your house.
Yeah, there's a bit of like, you were at the front door waiting for them to leave, like,
And I
not
was
sure if
getting
you were allowed
carried
in,
away now.
lifestyle.
remember, if you wish it before we step in, a room will be available
Nothing else I think about
for you. To you.
He's off.
Wish vampire.
Wishing. Think of your room.
Definitely not a vampire.
Love that.
I'm going to
Quite
play.
big.
I'm going to be playing all the way back with my new ring, and as I can split spells, I'm going to do minor illusion and give everything boobs. As I walk down the street. Tree with boobs, chair with boobs, passing dog boobs.
Oh, I'm just gonna.
Where I imagine the dog is walking, but he just face back forward.
Illusions. They're illusions. Yeah.
They're all only perks.
Dogs convince themselves that it's weighing them down and then go.
Oh, that's very funny. A passing guard walks by the thing. You get a little bit too caught up. You cast boobs onto the passing guard, and they're just like,
I had a pair.
"What a good look for me."
I had the exact same pair a couple of minutes ago.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's absolutely worth an inspiration. Enjoy that.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
Check me.
oh, that's very good. Very good. You all eventually find yourselves back at the Silver Chariot. It has calmed down a little bit as the evening has pressed on. However, there are a couple of figures sitting in there that you don't recognize, or maybe ignore.
Would they recognise me then? They would, so I can't pretend to be anybody else.
Unfortunately,
Favourite thing to do.
although with these two characters, I don't think you'd want to be anyone else. And sitting at the bar, you see Athena Aradal, leader of the Sisterhood of Iron, along with Tolmish Eztash.
Sandwich like sandwich?
Tolmish Eztash.
Sandwich!
Tolmish is a man, and Athena is a woman.
Darling!
And they just turn from the bar to see you. Athena is just there like, "Oh, Laura, it's been so long." She gives you a big hug. She's still wearing like most of her armor, which makes her very bulky. And she gives you a big hug. There is a little bit of like constraint to it. And she's like, "Oh,
Oh, good to see you!
very sorry, very."
Never you man, madam. You're looking well, my sweet.
Thank you, as are you. Athena is a summer elf. She has very like golden skin and these very nice white tattoos that spread across her entire body.
Summer elf? Summer not?
Comedy genius as always.
Thank you, darling.
And then also spinning around on the stool is Tolmish Golden Eye Eztash. He has one golden eye as he just turns around.
Nora.
Bassy, darling.
Been quite some time. I hope you're well.
I'm so well, Bassy. It's good to see you, darling. That's my nickname for him. Bassy, Golden Eye. Shirley.
It's a bit of a stretch. I'll take it.
I'm good, darling. It's so good to see you. You look well rested.
It's after the troubling weeks we've had. It's good to be back in the city, resting well.
He just gives you a wink with the golden eye. And just ting!
What brings you to town? What brings you to the Silver Chariot, darling?
Well, we thought we'd take a rest from our regular drinking place, I've got to remember what it's called now, the Golden Ladder up the road. We don't, it's a nice place, but the religious types go there a little bit too often.
And you can never tell if they should be drinking or not.
Exactly.
Come on now, Thomas. There's no need to be rude.
Tomish's rudeness is never rudeness. It's just the truth, darling. He just has a different way of saying it. You know this, Athena.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
So, what news of the road of your travels? Anything you can feed little old Nora?
Well, it would seem that there is a small encampment being made at the base of Palace Tower. It seems that people are trying to live there. It seems like a dangerous course of action, if I were to say so myself. But this is why we're doubling our efforts and trying to clear the town. No, that was near Whitehall.
Helen's house.
Well, that's all having on the top floor.
And tell me, how far did you get up this time, darling?
Only a few floors. Every time we've been there, it seems to change and shift. The floors are never quite the same.
Tricky, isn't she?
And the flesh beat.
Oh,
Don't even get me started.
oh.
Horrific creatures. I wish I could kill them all.
You'd never wish around her for Nora, darling.
Oh, God. Yes. God. Don't remind me about last time. Oh. And she just like runs a hand through her hair. And any of you are perceptive enough, there is a bald patch like in her hair that should not be there.
From stress.
Yeah, just from stress.
But you don't make wishes round me, darling.
Indeed.
Well, I'm here with some compatriots.
I was about to ask, who are your friends?
Everybody, introduce you to these our dear friends, Athena and Tomich.
Pleasure.
Of the Iron Maiden sister of
I am Athena Arundel. Let me just make sure I'm spelling your name correct, so you all know how to spell it. Athena, like the Greek goddess, and then Arundel, Aaradal. Basically, I wanted to try and get as many A's into her name as possible.
We call her quadruple A.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's actually 6. Next time.
We call her Sexy Athena.
2 in the first name, and then there's only 5. No, wait, 1, 2. Yeah, there's 2 in the first name, and then 4 A's in the last names. There's a lot of A's.
We call her the A train.
Tom.
Big A.
Big A's.
Okay.
Big A.
Well, yes, it's a pleasure to meet you all. I am. Did I miss a joke somewhere?
Oh, just a private little chat between me and my dear friend Rowan here.
Yes, pleasure to meet you all. I am Athena Arundel, leader of the Citadel. Pleasure.
A new friend
She's
of ours.
got a grip. When you go to grip her hands, there is like a strength that Gon recognises.
Comes from White Gong.
Oh, I've been there a couple of times myself in my young years. Life place to be.
I'm Bob. Bob Ross.
No, I met a painter with that exact same name roughly 800 years ago.
My dad was a huge fan. I was named
Good,
after
aren't
him.
Happy treats.
Never knew that about you. Wow.
Anyway, bar.
Yes, Rowan, I'm also from my Congo.
I'm coming to the bar with you.
Oh, it's not the town.
So,
That's how I like it. Not as busy as here, anyway.
I would like it busy, don't you?
Yes, well, sometimes a busy life can be a bit much for me.
I'm definitely a city girl.
At the bar, we had a range of...
Yeah, if you step away from the table, then Evanora can
And
distract.
we're just converted. We'll just catch it.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years since you've seen the theatre.
I can keep them distracted by catching them.
Why did you lie?
I don't like people knowing my real name.
Why?
Not until I trust them.
Why?
Because people can be shady.
We punch people.
That's very true.
We can punch people, but sometimes that stops them being nice to us.
What if you say sorry? It's not your words, normally.
We just don't punch nice people. They're not nice people. Wait, hang on. Had a drink.
Sometimes it's better to talk people around until you know their motives.
Should I lie?
If you want to. I actively encourage it. Sometimes it's quite freely.
I've already told you.
I think by the end of this conversation, just sneak a little lie in somewhere.
Okay.
Garn looks down and he's got boobs.
The lion these are in.
Free Dragon Wall. As I'm talking to Athena and Homage, can I gain some information about how we can best, without telling them we want to tackle the tower, kind of gather some more deeper insight, because they've gotten up to as high as they can.
Yeah.
And I believe they're just, but I want to kind of like try and persuade or investigate or...
There's no role necessary here. They're free and willing to give you the information. You and Athena are good friends. She will begin to speak about the difficulties of climate. We have, with the Sisterhood of Iron, I say, we, over many years, many chapters of the Sisterhood, we've all tried to slay the spire, as it were. It is just, as I said, each floor shift and change whenever you try to access it. And there's no way in apart from the main doors at the bottom.
At all?
We have done extensive tests trying to break through the obsidian tower to the high floor.
We have tried confronting
That might be an idea, but then again, it would only lead up into the first.
Could we fly over?
anything going to reach the top.
We have flown up to the top. As far as we can tell, Hellas Lab is protected by some sort of tree.
Trees.
There is one large tree at the top of the tower that bifurcates the land from the main source of the tower. There is a split in the middle. Where there should be tower and there is none. And the tree seems to have grown in the middle.
How old's the tree?
Thousands. 3 dragon balls, as far as I know.
That kind of structure is something that I'm pretty
The tower
familiar with.
itself is 3 dragon balls as well.
Could you possibly talk to a tree or find out a little bit more about an old tree?
It's, again, we have brought druids with us. But if we have tried to fly into where the gap in the tower is, it seems some sort of magic protection rebuffs us. I certainly hope you all don't go to try.
No, we would never. We've just heard whisperings about it since your return time.
Yes, I'm certain Loquacious has presented the news with our information.
Big mouth equation. Always has been, always will
Always
be.
has been, always will. Oh yeah, we have so mouth closed.
Did you make any maps of the tower one?
Yes, the DM doesn't have the power.
It'd be interesting to see if it's similar to where I grew up, because a lot of where my family are from is very sort of parts building, then tree, kind of like what you described. It's similar to where I grew up, actually. So I'd be interested in knowing what the similarities are.
Certainly.
Just to get more information.
It's just, yes, the lower floors, it's hard to create true maps of them, as I said, they shift. Never. Sometimes monsters, sometimes traps, sometimes the flesh beasts.
Hearing that, I'm just going to grab Simon's hand and go.
Marcus, do you have anything you'd like to share about the tower, darling?
It's somewhere that I'd like to go and see one day.
Perhaps after we've cleared it out, it'd be much
Of
nicer.
course.
How long do you think that would take?
Maybe 50 years or so? At this rate, anyway.
Oh,
Convenient.
Little old me.
some of us don't have that time.
Little old me doesn't want to get into a place like that.
No.
Especially with friends that I've made today, I couldn't leave them behind.
Ah, look a bit different to mine, but yeah, that's basically what the basic idea.
I was very careful. This is where laptops. So I was like D&D flesh beast.
They are just hulking
Disgusting.
masses.
Terrible,
I want
terrible.
to kill them.
So,
One of the few things where I can't.
was there any interesting traps or anything you faced when you was in there?
Just the standard arrow traps and pitfalls. Nothing too dangerous.
I'll surreptitiously, out of view of the barmaid, start filling up their glasses with road wine and just keep putting it in front of them. So tell me of all your adventures. I'm fascinated.
Well, if you want an adventure, let me think of a good one. Ah, yes, this was from a time roughly 500 years ago. I was a younger woman. I took a little trip out to Brasaros with the current chapter of the Sisterhood. We fought a giant's head made of sand.
What colour?
Yellow. Sand was yellow.
Of course.
But it was... No.
Not this.
It was more stone than actual grain itself, and it seemed to float amongst the Brasaran desert. We didn't defeat it, as we chipped away at the mask that it wore. As it broke away, it seemed there were layers inside the face itself, and then it protected itself with a great pyramid of glass. Vanished.
Fascinating.
Indeed. I hope to return to the scorching desert one day. Fight it again.
That's interesting.
Anything
Brasaros.
Can't get it.
Brasaros is a strange place.
Garner's thought of a lie.
I'm not the most trustworthy of traps.
Well,
Sounds boring. I don't want to go and kill anything. Then.
maybe that's what we need.
As I have a passage insight of 17, would I have picked up on this being the lie?
Yes!
I'll just fill a glass with road wine and go. Fair play.
Is there anywhere they could, like, not straight away, but is there anywhere they can point us towards that might be of importance? They know pretty much the hum of what's been going on, even from Teller's Tower. Anything else? Any other initiative they've been given or intel?
No, I don't think there is anything else they would say, apart from just, yeah, we're looking forward, well, I, personally, am looking forward to the Fading Light ball.
Yes.
It is soon to come, and apart from that, well, we don't have any other work lined up for the rest of the year. It'll be a
Quiet.
nice, calm, lost light.
Calm, serenity, peace.
The winter seasons should be, in my opinion.
Always found the winter quite boring.
As long as everyone's safe, Chris.
Well, we will keep the secret.
Well, so good to see you both.
Indeed,
Thank you
indeed.
for catch up.
I think I'm going to head home. You, Thomas, what's your plan for the evening? Personally, I was going to go down to the Brass Donkey and see if I can fuck some people up.
Ah, you go and enjoy yourself, Thomas. You deserve it.
The brass donkey, the other club.
Rough one.
Oh, the rough.
He goes Brass Donkey, Golden
Silver
Ladder,
Chariot,
Silver Chariot,
Golden
Golden
Ladder.
Ladder.
Oh, nice.
So is there
There might also be a platinum. There might be a platinum somewhere.
is there
Might be a platinum bar. There might be a platinum-based bar somewhere. No, I know exactly what it's called.
Okay, great.
is there some kind of fight club or something going on?
You don't talk about it.
Is
It's like
there like bargains and stuff?
If you want to act, if you want to find out, just come to me.
First rule of the brass donkey. Don't talk
About the brass donkey. Don't talk about what happens underneath the brass donkey.
Gonna look at Ganga.
Well, I mean, that's where I'll be for the rest of the evening. So, all of you have a good evening, and I'll see you some other time.
Bye, Thomas, darling.
See you soon, Evanora. And
Is
he's
there-
back again.
Winks the golden eye at you.
Be safe.
Pleasure.
Be
He gets
safe.
up. He's only a little gnomish guy, so he just gets up from the chair and just waddles out the door. And I think that is probably where we'll end today's session, to be honest.
I've
We've
got the map in
noise.
the back behind the Silver Chariot. There's a door at the back that you can come to whenever you want to go.
We'll
home.
take a long rest.
This is today's doodles of the.
Oh, let's have a look. Oh,
I love it.
There's a lot going on.
I love the punch card.
We did the punch card, the money, the contract, the
Yes.
list, the table, the orb, and you guys monkey balling this.
Nice. Nice.
This will help me remember all of those.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's
I get more from that than what
for good notes, if you do the cue cards one, you have this bit here and then an extra box that you can either draw in or attach an image. So, like, for some sessions, I won't draw as much, I'll just write.
The night cam. That's so cute. I love that.
That's the.
Praise the glass.
the
Praise the glass.
I'm not a good drawer, but it's.
No.
Well, you can see what everything
yeah.
is. It all
Yeah.
makes sense.
I'm a visual learner.
Inspiration. Nice.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Oh my god!
Again.
Oh.
So
That
when
was more bad Frozen.
so when Flip
No,
did
no.
the recap, we'll be like, there you go.
This is what happened.
Yeah. And we'll reconvene in 3 weeks in the new year.
Oh my god!
Yes. Yes. Very New
We
Year.
will absolutely not be here next week
Yeah.
because it's Boxing Day and I won't want to leave my house. We won't be here in 2 weeks
Yeah.
because it'll be the 2nd
Yeah.
of January and I won't want to leave the house. So
I won't be here the
3 weeks.
I won't be here. Oh, hold on. I won't be here the 10th.
10?
I think that's the
Second.
session back.
That's the first
Let
session.
me check. Let me check.
Poop. I'll be at home.
Which is not coming out.
I'll be in the mansion.
Oh,
It's the 9th. The 9th would be in 3 weeks.
I go on the night.
Go on the
Yeah,
night.
I go on a Thursday, so I'm not here for the first session.
damn.
First session back, we won't have a full house.
It'll the only one that I've missed so far.
Indeed. Well, thank you all very much for watching at home.
Bye.
Hope you enjoyed the stream and we'll see you in 3 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.